let's go back and take a look at our other box that we worked on here just a minute ago. Now, this would be a little bit different if we were going to take a look at how we measure this. We said earlier our base was 13.5, so that's our length, right? If we know that our volume is the length times the width times the height, we know that our length in this one is 13.5 times our height, we said, was 3.5. We can put that up here for our height. And our depth, or our width, is going back, we know to be, we got a piece of tape on there, but it's 10 inches. So our new numbers become 13.5 times 10 times 3.5. See if you could figure out the answer to that one. I'll give you a minute. Use your calculator. What is the length times the width times the height? So we would take 13.5, we would multiply it by 10, and then we would multiply by 3.5. And our answer for this one becomes 472.5 inches squared, or cubed inches, right? So if I think about that a second, I go, but wait a minute. If my other one over here, when we were working this one out, we have our two boxes here, and we know that our first box was 8.5 times 8.5 times 8.5, that it was 614.12, and this one is 472.5 inches squared. Which folds more? Is it the square box, or is it the long box? In this case, we know we could put more in the square box. It holds 614. Our thin box, 472. Let's try one more just to make sure you get the idea here. I have this big box right here. Oh, you know what? I want to use a different box. You can do that kind of box. Let me make it a little bit more interesting. How about a long, thin box? What can we do with this box? Well, it's pretty long. So if we take a look at it here, keep all of our materials this way, we first of all have to do what? We have to measure it, right? So what's our base? Left-hander. I like to use my tools backwards. This box is base, or length, is 24 inches. Then I have to do my height. My height of this is 18 inches. So the height is 18 inches. But we also want to take a look then about our depth. Our depth is going to be a little bit different. Why is it? Well, because our depth is very narrow on this one. Take a look at it. It's only 2 inches. So we have our numbers, and if we look at our numbers again, we would take the 18 times 24 times 2. And if we take and use our calculator, and we come up with 18 times 24 times 2, we actually now have 864 inches squared. So this box might be very, very thin, right? But it holds the most. It has the most inside volume. So I could put 864 square inches worth of stuff in this box.